back to another video. Today I'm going to be taking you through a full day of eating, but it is Friday, so we're going to have a bit more of like a chilled day of eating, but still like within a deficit. It is now actually about lunchtime. I kind of like filmed what I had for breakfast. I had a smoothie and a croissant and then just got on with some work. We just popped out and we also got a Starbucks. My favourite thing to get at the Starbucks at the moment is I get a ice blonde latte with sugar-free caramel syrup, just like one shot, just kind of, because I'm like a sweet coffee person, but I don't like something that's really sweet. She's delightful. And then also this evening, I'm going to make a chicken wrap now for lunch. Something simple. I'll show you how I've been prepping stuff at the moment. I've been like basically batch cooking chicken and just leaving it in the fridge, so it's really quick and easy to make lunch at home when I'm working. But I also made, if you haven't seen on my Instagram, I'll put the video in here. Last weekend I made focaccia when I was at home, and it turned out way better than I was expecting, and I was so, my ego literally grew. I was so impressed with myself, so I wanted to try and make it again in the flat, and we're gonna have it tonight with dinner. So the dough is in the fridge. Hang on, let me show you. Here she is bubbling away, and then basically to cook it you have to put it in the pan, like in the dish that you're going to cook it in the oven, and leave it to rise in that dish for about 3 to 4 hours. So it is about nearly 2 o'clock now. Blimey, the day's whizzing by. So I'm going to do that now, so it'll be ready for us at 6. So I'll show you how to do that. I'll do that and then I'll make lunch. Yeah, I feel like this video is really going to be quite chaotic, but I just thought it'd be fun to show you kind of how I eat within a deficit, but on a Friday night. We're just having a chilled night in. The weather's a bit weird in London today. It's cooler than it has been. It's about 20 degrees and it's windy, and it's kind of like we just went to Starbucks and it was raining. We're really sad. I went to Poundland and I came out with oven cleaner because we need to clean the oven, and every time I clean it I'm not very good at it. So if anyone's got any oven cleaning tips, please let me know, because I just can't ever get it any cleaner. I feel like I'm just making it worse when I try and clean the oven. So yeah, that's my exciting weekend activity that I'll be doing. But yeah, we're gonna just have like a cute, I think we're gonna make like a nice like crispy chicken Caesar salad with focaccia for dinner, which will be fun. I just need to go and get more chicken, but I'm gonna make the focaccia now and show you how I do it. Here we go, here's the dough. She kind of looks a bit like moldy. It's really weird, it's a very sticky dough. So I'm not really good at making bread normally, but I normally make, we make pizza dough at home when we make pizzas. So pizza dough is a lot more doughy than this. This is really sticky, but you'll see in a second. So you start off by greasing this. I used butter last time and a bit of oil, so I'm just gonna do that again. This is why I normally leave the thing on top. Oh, I shouldn't do this with my hand, that's really gross. Not a fan of that. Okay, a bit of olive oil. And then we're just gonna tip this in here. Oh, look at that, look at all the air bubbles. Whoop. And before I just let it spread out to the size of the thing, but it's really literally the same size as this tray, which is a bit concerning. But it will go out and it will start to bubble up, so it should be fine. It will just come up higher than the tray. It will just be quite a thick loaf instead, but it should be okay. But yeah, we're all ready to go. I'm just going to leave this on the side for a bit. We'll just put it over there, and now I'm going to make lunch. Let me just wait for the washing machine to be done. Okay, the washing machine is finished. I can finally talk to you guys. I've just had a digestive biscuit, which I didn't show, sorry. But the bread is looking good. She's like starting to bubble up. I don't want to tip it over because, like, as you can see, it's like really wet. It's like jelly. Look at that. Ooh. But that's how it's meant to be. But like I said before, I used a bigger pan. It's starting to kind of bubble bigger than we need. I don't want it to overflow, so I'm gonna decorate it now. And we are going to go for, we don't have any rosemary, so we're going to do the classic. I think the classic salt and olive oil is like just nice, but we think we might mix it up. We've got some mozzarella and some sun-dried tomato pesto. So I'm thinking I'm going to chop whole tomatoes, mozzarella, and just like decorate it and hope for the best and hope the mozzarella doesn't burn, because you have to bake it for 25 minutes. So as soon as I prod the holes in and decorate it, I've got to put it straight in the oven, and the oven is now warming up at 225 degrees. And it'll probably take some time to warm up to that because the oven's probably just not that powerful. So yeah, I'm gonna prod it now and decorate it, show you how I decorate it, and hopefully it turns out well. It is now 5 to 6. It's a very grey evening, so we're just gonna have a chilled one in. Okay, next up, I'm just gonna prod this. This is the most satisfying bit, I think. You literally take your fingers, let me move you into a better position. Okay, so I think this is the most satisfying bit. We're just gonna prod holes in it to give it little air bubbles. But as you can see, it's still quite wet, like it's meant to be like that, which is just perfect. But you don't wanna knock too much air out of it either, because it will rise. So then I'm gonna just take a little bits of mozzarella and just kind of distribute evenly. Gonna kind of keep the mozzarella to a minimal, to be honest, because I'm scared that it's gonna burn. I'm hoping these would just like ooze out into the thing and just look so nice, but we will see. Like I said, I've never tried it with like different toppings before. I'll put the pesto. There's not much left, so it's just going to be a little dollop. And then we're just going to drizzle some olive oil over the top, because this is kind of what makes it like goldeny brown. And stay nice and crispy on top. And I think I'm going to go for a bit of salt as well, because the salt crystals just make it just so nice. I think that's really what completed it last time, so let's go for that. And then we're just going to place in the oven for 25 minutes. See how she turns out. I'm a bit nervous because I don't know if this is just too much going on, that it's not going to be that good. Yeah, like I said before, we are having crispy chicken Caesar salad, which is one of my favourites. It sounds really silly because it's a salad. You wouldn't really think it's much of like a Friday night cheat meal, but that's why we always have it with some kind of, we normally have like Caesar salad with a pizza on the side, or like garlic bread or something like that, and it is just like our guilty pleasure. So, you know, everyone looks differently. Everyone's kind of guilty pleasure meals look different. But I normally I make the chicken in like, oh my god, my mind keeps going blank, in Rice Krispies, and I do it in the air fryer. But I thought whilst the oven is on cooking the focaccia, I would just prep the chicken and just chuck it in the oven, because it's kind of just no point having the air fryer going whilst the oven's running. Do you know what I mean? But it is a lot better in the air fryer because it like flips it round as it does it, but I can just flip it over, so that's fine. Yeah, so I'm going to show you how I prep that too. It's a good tutorial. These are kind of some staple meals for me, so you know it's always good to show those on here. Then on it, I just like to put some of this chicken seasoning and some corn flour to coat it before I put it in the egg. focaccia's got, it's been in there for half an hour, but it doesn't look as golden. I think our oven doesn't get as hot. Every time I open the door, the light comes back on. It just doesn't stay as hot. Yeah. So this could be a bit hit and miss, but it's looking good. Let me show it to you. Oh, you really can't see it. I don't want to open the door. I'm gonna get it out and hope for the best. Ooh. It's not looking as golden and crispy, but like I said, I think it's just because I put the pesto on top. Because that bit there is like golden and crispy.
That looks insane.
It's just really like swollen. It was starting to go a bit dry around the edge. We'll see what it's like. I've got a bit of leftover mozzarella.
It's probably because the tomato leaks into the bread.
Yeah. Let's put it on the drying rack and we can give it a go. Abby's making us a porn star. Look at that. We've actually got quite good at this. Look at our bar cart. It's very extensive now. Well, I say that. It's not that extensive. But we've got gin, April. We were planning for the April. We've got that sugar syrup. That's what it's meant to be. But we've got vanilla vodka, so it's fine. You put some of the cane sugar syrup in it. Beautiful.
15
And
mil.
then some magic stars later. This is the recipe she's using. Just in case it turns out okay.
It's way better than the BBC Good Food one.
Yeah, we don't use that. We decided that's crap.
It's really
But when we
strong.
did it before, we managed to get the froth and everything. The focaccia is out and it's cooling. Need to put it on the board and chop it. I'm going to wash up the board so we can chop it
do you
up.
have any lime juice?
Yeah, we've got fresh lime. Oh. Okay, we're going to cut this up and see moment of truth. Please may I have the big knife out the drawer? I'm going to get that ASMR crunch.
Oh. Oh. Ooh.
It is good. It's just because I think because the toppings are so, like that's a bit of mozzarella there, I think. It's not as like air bubbly as before, but I was saying I think it didn't rise as much because the top was quite heavy, but there's still bubbles in it. I think it's still delightful. Look at that. Wow.
Sensational.
The dough's cooked, which is probably the most important thing in this scenario.
This is the
Look at that. She actually came out really well. It's quite airy, not as big at air bubbles as we would have liked. But I mean, that's because I just didn't cook it at a high enough temperature, like the oven just didn't stay hot enough. She looks good. We'll just make a little plate to serve. Here we go, Friday night starter. Looks a bit messy, but like a porn star, but it's orange bread. And we're gonna put on, we're watching Silo and the last episode comes out tonight, so we're gonna watch that. This is really nice though. It's kind of like an iced porn star. Chicken is done, out the oven, and now we're just constructing the salad. How good she looks. Rice Krispies is the way forward. Wow. Here we go, dinner. Just literally lettuce, cucumber, Caesar salad, Caesar dressing, sorry, parmesan, and crispy chicken, and silo on porn stars over there. Woo! Wild Friday night we are living. Okay, just about to get ready for bed. It is about 10 to 11. We're having a wild Friday night. I actually cleaned the oven as well. That's really sad. I got this new oven cleaner and I thought, you know what, I'll leave it soaking overnight, put that on, and know how to have a good time. But my belly is feeling full. We had some Magic Stars after dinner and we ended up watching Top Gear, like the new one that's on Amazon Prime, which was quite funny. But we missed Love Island, so we're gonna have to catch up with that tomorrow. But that'll be fun. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you in my next video.